Hi there, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Ayo-Teye's Thoughts, and this video is a continuation from the last video. So if you haven't seen that yet, I mean the last video, you might want to check that out as well so you can connect better. Okay, so let's move. I'm moving on to who is calling today. Who is calling? And I would tell us why I think it is important we know who is calling. Okay, apparently, without a caller, there won't be anything known as a calling. All right, and I would like you to know that there are different callers, or there could be different callers. Okay, so who is calling or who the caller is a question that we must be able to answer confidently. If you're unable to answer this question confidently, then pause a little. Okay, check again. Do you really want to do this? Are you called to do this? And who is actually calling you to do this? What exactly is propelling you? Okay, so you need to pause and be able to give an answer to this question. How can you know who is calling? How can I know who is calling? One of the ways to know the caller is through the Word of God. You can know who is calling through the Word of God. Search through it. You get to know the mind of God for you through His Word. Another way is by confirmation on different occasions. I want us to remember that God works with us differently. He works with you differently. He works with me differently. So we need to understand how God works, okay, as individual. Know how God works with you. Some will even hear His voice directly. That's another level entirely. Some will hear His voice directly, and that's the way God works with them. And I would advise you to be very sure who the caller is. Is it God Himself calling you, or your pastor, or your mentor? Is it God Himself calling you, or your spiritual dad or mom, or the flesh, or just pressure? Maybe you're just under unnecessary pressure. Don't allow anybody to push you. Don't be pushed. Don't allow it. I will tell us one major reason why it is necessary, to know who is calling. When it comes to God's calling, you have to be definite that it is actually God calling you. So one of these major reasons is, I want us to remember this before I go into the major reason, that God's ways are not our ways most of the time. Most of the times, the way we think things would happen, God doesn't go that way. He doesn't walk that way. His ways are way different from our ways. So we need to get that understanding. So when the going gets tough, and then it's like, oh, things are not happening the way I thought it was going to happen, or things does not seem to be like I wanted it to look like. I mean, when you're faced maybe with challenges, and then, things are just, you can't really lay your hands on what is going on. What you begin to manifest at this point matters a lot, okay? What you manifest, I mean, what you express at this time matters a lot. And then one thing I know that will keep you going is knowing God as the caller. When you know Him as the caller, even when the going gets tough, you are able to face it because of what you know, not because of what your spiritual mom or dad said, not because of what your friends or people that are around your brethren are saying about you. You would be able to face this tough time because of what you know. So it matters a lot, okay? Remember, these are my thoughts. If the flesh had called you, at this critical point, you begin to manifest the works of the flesh. If God had called you, at this point in time, you begin to manifest the works of the Spirit. I mean, the Spirit of God. So the fact that people are telling you this, people are telling you that, pushing you, oh, you can do this, you can be that, why not try this? Oh, you're so good at that, oh, why not? Does not make those or that thing your calling. It doesn't make it your calling. So let's be very, very definite. Be sure, what is it that is propelling me? What is it that is pushing me? Who is calling me? As God actually called. You know, we can, most of the time, we often think, oh, the future is still far away. It's just around the corner. I believe it's just around the corner. It's not as far as we always think. So before you know what's happening, you're in the future. And when those challenges arise, it will be just you and you alone. You and yourself alone. Then God. If He had actually called you, then you would be able to overcome, because His strength will be made sufficient. The grace of the caller will be there for you. I think this is one of the reasons why we should know who the caller is exactly, so that we can overcome those challenges when they come our way, so that we can rely on the strength and the grace of the caller to see us through, to overcome. And I'm going to put up some Bible verses about God's calling below this video, so you can check later at your own time. I'm trusting God to help you and I on this journey, to know who exactly the caller is. Thank you for your time again, and hope you are blessed in a way. I hope to see you very soon. So make sure you subscribe if you're yet to do so. I'll see you shortly again. Bye.